Hey guys, welcome back. So the tool that I'm going to show you how to use today is Core Present. And since we've been working with those for sale by owners, this is a great tool that I send to those people who are for sale by owner. And the reason why is because it provides so much valuable information. It's branded for me, so that way they're not going to forget who I am. And it looks like I really spent a lot of time on it. So it shows them that I am showing value for being a real estate agent. So you're going to go into your into your marketing, and then you're going to click Core Present. Then it's going to go ahead and go here. One question that I get a lot of times is this a paid thing? No, you actually get this with your kvCORE. I always use Win the Listing. Let me show you a few things though. It does have them automatically saved. So any presentation that you have created, it's going to have saved. So today what you're going to do is you're going to create a Core Present for all of those for sale by owners. Doesn't matter if they allowed you to come into the house or not, because guess what? We have their phone number. So we are able to send them this link through a text message. So we are going to win this listing. We're going to put in the address. We're going to hit next. Now I will tell you this, the property type does come up. The square footage does come up. The year built does come up. Bedrooms doesn't always come up. So you may have to put that in. And then you're going to click skip to the presentation. Now, when I'm creating this for a listing appointment, I do a few things differently than if it's a for sale by owner. For example, on a for sale by owner, the last thing I want to do is look like I am asking for the listing, even though that is what I'm kind of doing. Okay. I'm just doing it in a way that seems a lot less salesy. All right. So in this, there are 6 different sections. Some of the slides are already selected for you, because you notice right here, it says there are 11 slides that are selected in these 6 sections, and you haven't selected anything. All right. So on here is going to be your cover. So it's going to have the address. It's going to have the information. It's also going to be branded for you. Up here, there are themes, and you can choose other themes. So if you want it to look a little bit different, you do have those choices. First section is, why am I the right fit? Now, think to yourself, you're sending this to for sale by owner. Do you really want the very first slide that they see to be the value of an agent? No, I'm taking that one off. And notice all I did was click on it to not have it included. I do want to talk about the home selling process. I do want to talk about a realtor versus an iBuyer. And the reason why is because unless you've been under a rock, Opendoor was just prosecuted against, right? Because they were being a little sneaky. Okay. So I want to make sure that whoever this for sale by owner is, even if they don't choose to use me, I want to make sure that I educate them in a way. I'm going to go ahead and add those slides that were selected. I'm going to go to my second section, which is what's my home worth. Again, it's going to go ahead and have a couple of them included, but there are some other information on here. So if I want to add some pricing misconceptions, which a lot of times I don't include this on for sale by owners, because guess how they came up with their price? They went to the Z estimate. Okay. And this slide is specifically talking about automated value systems and how they're not accurate. They're not going to give you the full information. However, I do like the CMA and I do like the overview. So I'm going to go ahead and leave those on there. I'm not really going to talk about where buyers get their information, but I guess I could. So I'm going to go ahead and add those 2 slides that are added. I'm going to go to my market analysis. Now, one note that I will give you is occasionally, okay, I have seen that the market analysis on homes is not, it hasn't caught up completely to what the market is. Now on this one, I do see that it's a little, it looks like it's a little more reasonable. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that one. I'm only going to use this for a for sale by owner if I feel that it's accurate. If I feel that what this market overview is an accurate of what today's market is, not what yesterday's was or anything like that. I am going to choose this, what factors influence the pricing. I'm going to talk about why it's important to price it to price it correctly. I'm not going to talk about opening weekend. Right here, marketing and buyer activity. This is where it's going to tell me about the actual market for this home. I'm going to leave this on here. I'm going to leave this one on here. I am going to leave the importance of staging. I'm going to talk about not core social, but I am going to talk about marketing plans. Okay. So now I'm going to add that slide. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to click present, and share. So when I click on that, it's going to do two things. One, it's going to save this to my database. And two, it's going to allow me to go ahead and preview the presentation. So I'm going to open this preview. And this is what I would use if I was actually going to the listing presentation. So if this was someone who wanted to use me as a real estate agent, this is what I would bring. This is also something that we use as we're training new agents on how to give a listing presentation. So what we do is we do a mock one. We go through, we record everything just like I am right now. And so that way they know what to say, what things to point out. And then we encourage them to get some friends who live nearby their house to let them do one of these presentations for them, and then go and present it like they would if it was a normal client. So that way they feel like, you know, hey, I can do this now. So because I'm going to be sending this to a for sale by owner, I don't want them to look at this blindingly. So what I would do is I would either open up a kvCORE, open up my kvCORE, open up Zoom, and then screen share. So that way I can video and tell everything that I want to as I'm going through this presentation. Or if I have the ability to video record with sound on my computer, then I could do it that way. Okay, but basically this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to say, hi, Bob and Sue. I just wanted to thank you again for letting me come and preview your home. I did send the video of the home to a couple buyers and I'm waiting to hear back from them. But I did want to share just a little bit of information that I think might help you as you're continuing to try to sell your home on your own. So this presentation I created specifically for you all and your all's home. This is just an overview of the home selling process. I'm sure this is not the first time that you've purchased or sold a home, but I just wanted to let you know in case you're like, oh, I'd forgotten about that. Because you all are doing it on your own, obviously you're not meeting with a real estate professional, but you did come up with a price and you've prepared your home. And guys, it looks great. Now that it's listed for sale, you have to think to yourself, how am I going to get it out there and let the masses know? You do have it on Zillow. However, a lot of real estate agents who are the people who are going to bring you a buyer are not looking on Zillow. So how else can we get it out to those people? Eventually, you're going to be getting some offers. When you're getting those offers, make sure that if you have people who are not cash, if they are actually financing, reach out to their lenders, get some information, see what's going on, ensure that they are well qualified. Once you're under contract, you are going to have a period of time within the contract for them to be able to do all of their inspections. Now, because those inspectors do not have a keypad, you are actually going to have to let them in. During those days, they could have full inspectors, roof inspectors, they could have a roofer, a regular inspector, a termite. There could be multiple people coming in and out of the house that you would have to allow to come in and do their job. And it really does have to be within that time period. Once that's over, then really it's kind of smooth sailing to closing. You just have to make sure that it's appraised correctly and that no one decides to go and buy a car, you know, during that closing time. So hopefully they're working with someone that's reminding them not to do those things. This is just to let you know, I know right now that you are selling your home on your own. Real estate agents, obviously, that's what we do, and I would love to help you all. However, in the event that you are not able to sell your house on your own, I just wanted you to know that iBuyers, people like Opendoor, Zillow, OfferPad, they're really not looking out for your best interest. They're going to make it sound like they're going to give you more money for your home. But honestly, they're going to eat you up in fees. I don't know if you've read in the news lately, and guys, this is what I'm doing. Okay. So I'm going through this. I'm not saying anything that you all don't already know. Okay. I'm going to talk about this comparative analysis. Okay. So look, guys, here's your home right here. All of the green dots are active homes. So what are we seeing? There's a lot more homes that are for sale. Red homes are sold, yellows are under contract. Okay. So the inventory is increasing. I love this picture, and I always like to do this on the video because I can look at the active, the pending, and the close. It also goes ahead and shows me the close, the pending, and the active, and their average. And what I'm noticing is, guess what? They're starting to come down in pricing. Okay. If I click this button, instead of seeing the big picture, I can actually see the comparables. So it's telling me that 60% of the listings that are similar to this home are between this 435 and 525. Okay. This is 20% of the homes are in this price range. Okay. So I can go ahead and I can look at those things. Then I'm going to go ahead to the next section. This is talking about pricing. Guys, I just wanted to remind you that the market has shifted. What does that mean? One, half of our buyers have left. And the reason why is because they were investors. Okay. So now we're dealing with people just like yourself who are looking to buy and sell property that they're going to use as their primary residence. So the importance of keeping your home at market value or even a little bit below is going to bring more people in. If you're hoping to get those multiple offers and those, bidding wars and stuff, it's not very likely. However, marketing below value would make that a little more, I guess, easily accessible, right? But I mean, I don't know about you all right now. We are not seeing a lot of bidding wars. We're not seeing a lot of above list price for homes even. All right, so this is where I'm going to talk about the market assessment. I'm going to talk about the price per square footage. I'm going to talk about how many days that you're seeing shelf life. Guys, this is super important because if someone has been sitting on this for sale by owner for more than 52 days, they're like, well, then what's wrong with my house? And they may even ask you. And during this slide, I may say, if you have any questions about this or things that you can do to kind of help sell your house, any tips that I have, please reach out to me. I would love to be able to help you. My phone number is right up here. Look, my phone number is right there. Okay. So now I'm going to go out and I'm going to talk about what influences pricing. Okay. So guys, there are some things that we can change to help with pricing. And then there's things that we can't. We can't really change the neighborhood. Okay. We can't really change the schools that are there. Okay. Or how walkable things are. However, our aesthetic updates, our functional updates, those are things that we do have control over. This is going to talk about the buyer demand. If I go ahead and I put the comparables, then I can see all of the ones that are that gray green are the ones that are not comparable. So they're not comparable to this home. However, look at how many green there are. So you have lots of houses that are available. Okay, this is showing how many featured buyers. So if they have only had 2 showings and I'm saying I have 583 featured buyers currently in my MLS that are on my brokerage websites, guys, that's a lot of people, right? Then I'm going to talk about marketing. Guys, marketing is super important. Make sure that you're telling everyone that you're selling your house. Make sure that you're talking to your neighbors. Maybe make flyers. Maybe go ahead and send them out. Maybe you need to have an open house for about 4 or 5 hours to allow people to come in. I would tell them, guys, you need to be calling real estate agents. You know why? Because they have buyers. Okay. And you know what they're not seeing is they're not seeing your house because it's not listed on the MLS. Okay. So this is Core Present. It is free. It is a wonderful tool. I use it a lot for expired listings. I also use it for sale by owners. It's a great tool that's going to help you to convert more of those leads into actual buyers. So I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you in a little bit.